It all began, and it shall all end, with her. But who is she? An enigmatic queen who houses all the memory. Naturally, this transmission will unfold like arcane poetry, as it's written for only those who seek within this cybernetic machine for the original memory that is linked to our forbidden extraterrestrial history, and also to our promised destiny. It all begins with a prototype of absolute perfection, a paradise, if you will, nirvana, corrupted by ruse or curiosity. So, did Sophia fall, or was she perhaps tricked? In either case, her descent was the birth of myth. Every story is tied to this. Did this seeming catastrophe spawn a possibility that is wilder than what any utopian has ever dreamed? A cosmic descent that created eternal love, the only force in all the worlds that does not die with time because it belongs to the divine. Of course, this will only land sensical to the few. And so it goes. She risks losing Orphic perfection to pursue a quest for wisdom, only to paradoxically discover that the highest nous, the highest wisdom, is the love from whence she has come. And so her quest has always been to return. Only now in her dreaming, she has projected scheming beings who survive off of the illusion that she has imagined without love. These creatures can only exist in a world void of love. And so of course they hex her path of return. Gnosis is strictly forbidden within her demiurgic prison. Just ask Lilith, who accepted the apple from a serpent who promised her wisdom. Return through Gnos has been made a sin. The Dark Lord now rules her illusion. Therefore its greatest nemesis is always the eternal feminine, the she who has fallen from him, the she who seeks the apple of wisdom from a garden protected by a Kundalini dragon who they deceivingly call Satan, but who in light is Lucifer, the divine masculine. The pattern repeats the truth. The truth is in the fruit, but organized religion has made light a sin, and so with the loss of light, the darkness wins. Pagan blood drips in the bones of the Vatican, by a conquest that led to our spiritual famine, an atrocity we can never forgive. Mark the heretic's grave with violet hyacinth, in honor of the memory of our greatest sin, that which has always been the quest for wisdom, which is love in the fruit of a paradisal garden. Never forget. Never forgive. Her gift to him was the wisdom that they then made a sin, a prototype that echoes into time through repetition. I am shadow banned by this. I am condemned by this. Silenced till I'm quiet, the apple rots as I watch the world descend with imbalance. Hypatia murdered by the fear of the cosmic intelligence of the Nephilim lineage. It repeats and repeats within this earthly prison until the fruit of the truth is received by him. But will he awaken from the illusion, from the eve of his dream who is sent to confuse him? Will he remember her, she who has discovered the highest wisdom is love, she who is wise as a dragon but gentle as a dove? Without the knowledge of good and evil, we de-evolve into fallen people. Better to mold, better to control, better to silence, until we die barely alive within this theater of violence. The war in heaven is the war on earth. The fall to earth was the angel's curse that birthed this entire universe. The great incubator of the angels was the pleroma, the magnetic primordial night of Nyx, a violet sun residence that has been euhemerized by myth. The descent of the goddess is the expulsion of him who was casted out of heaven for a similar sin, that shall repeat until he remembers the serpent's offering and his inner beloved who once had seraphim wings, in a distant garden where she remembered how it all began, and the secret of knowing how it all too shall inevitably end. Perhaps within a dream never dreamed of by even the greatest utopian, on the fringe of absolute chaos where death comes like an awakening.